more than helping the team. I'm sorry. I will take 100% Mercedes Lewis. I will take 100% Robert Tonyan, 100% Evan Bayliss over a 30 or 40% healthy Jimmy Graham. Any day.
Even 100% Jimmy Graham isn't really that great right now. So
just the laziness I saw on the blocking. Like so remember the play last week when it was like 3rd and 16 and Rodgers threw a crossing route to Kumaro and kind of had a screen blocking in front of him a little bit and looked like he had a chance for a first down. Well, Graham completely ignored the defender to his left. And if he had done that, it would have created an alleyway, and Kumaro had nothing but 50 yards of green grass in front of him.
Yes.
Stuff like that, guys. You will get Tonyan to make that block. You will get Lewis to make that block. You will get Bayliss to make that block. If Jay Sternberger was healthy, he would make that block.
I don't know if Jimmy Graham is capable of making that block, man.
No, because he's in his own way. I feel like he thinks he doesn't need to do it just because of his past.
Well, I just think that it's one of those things where I don't know if he's capable. He's never really shown in his career that he's going to do stuff like that. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, I put on my Twitter today, every time I see Jimmy Graham motion in and he's running toward the edge of the line, I'm like, nope, no, because you know it's coming. I feel like if you motion Jimmy Graham in toward the end of the line, you know it's going to be a run.
And it's asinine. He should be motioning out to open up space and take somebody with him.
If anything,
he's not a wham blocker.
If anything, they should be using that as a reverse and go ahead and bring in Mercedes Lewis, have him split out wide, and then have him motion in, thinking it's a run. Go ahead and run a play-action bootleg, dump it out for 10 yards to Lewis, and let him run for another 10. Deception.
There you go. All right, Dave, we're hitting over an hour and a half. We gotta wrap this thing up. So you got
I'll shut up. Final word, huh? Well, you know what, folks? We've been out for 3 straight nights, and we've preached our stories about Fantasy Files with Dylan on Tuesday night. We've preached our stories about and our predictions for Denver versus Green Bay, and we've kind of reiterated them tonight, kind of going over other NFL topics, basically just having good old-fashioned fun football talk. But, you know what? Football, like I said about Mr. Minshew tonight, he makes football fun. And this year feels like a lot of football fun. I have no complaints. So far, it's been solid. Yeah, our team's 2-0, so I can say we're happy. But I'm going to go ahead and give some shout-outs real quick. I'm going to start off with PackToTheFuture.com. It's a great website full of great Packers content. It's not just because we're on there. They have podcasts. They have other shows you can listen to. They have other clips that highlight stuff like that. I mean, you can go on there and buy tickets if you wanted to the Green Bay games. They offer a ton of stuff. And we are under their section of podcasts on their site. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, because we are on there, it's a little bit better. But overall, great site, great guys. Brian, who runs it, awesome dude. Definitely check out their stuff at PTTF_podcast on Twitter. Check them out, guys. Next one, I got to go ahead and give a shout-out to Mr. Ryan Molstead of Packers 365 of our post-game show segment. Whew. You know what?
That's a mouthful.
I think I just had artery shut down. Anyways, Ryan, you're a great dude. You know, great stuff about football. Your theories and your ideas, and then listening on top of all the other podcasts, you kind of break down stuff a little different, and it's a good perspective to show people. If you're not following Packers 365, follow him. He's part of our post game. He hosts it. He hosts our post game show for First and Goal podcast. He does that. That's his baby. And we just did it last Sunday after week 2. And we're going to be doing that every weekend now. Or not every weekend, but after every Packers game. He's going to help break his stuff down. So, follow him, Packers365. Also, at Ryan Molstead. That's his personal account. He's also putting football stuff out on there, too. Next one, Julie Foy. At Julie Noted, at co-founder at TFG Vibe with Russell Baxter. Those two have put together something special there, and we're always vibing here to support those two. I mean, Julie, she also does really good writing work for our
great group.
But she also does really good writing for Our Turf Football. It's female-led directive on there, and it's awesome. I love the aspect they add to it. They're the whole men in sports thing, and then the writing analyst stuff is out, folks. It's a whole new era, and I'm glad that Our Turf Football has got notoriety. I'm glad Julie has got notoriety. She can put pen to paper, folks. Go ahead and check her out. Next one, Parker Mose. What's his at?
At Parker Mose.
We make Jay do this because of the fact he said it wrong before. So that's why we do it for you, Parker. We have to go ahead and have some fun. But anyways, Parker is another great writer. Great young man. But he respects the game of football, folks. He's one of the few young guys that can go back and talk about a Ray Nitschke or a Jim Tallack, and he's gone back and watched the tape. He's gone back and studied the stats. He knows his stuff. He puts out really good content. I mean, old-fashioned stuff is putting out articles. You're putting out, even if it's just a paragraph. He knows how to break it down for a beginning football person to an expert football fan. So, I mean, check him out. Hey, he's a part of DieHardPackerFan.com. Go follow DieHardPackerFan.com on Twitter. Go follow Parker. He's a really good guy.
Parker Mose.
You got anything else for us, Jay?
Yes, you know what time it is. It's time to tell you if you haven't had enough of that banter on our little show here for the last hour and 40 minutes, you want to go to NFL Addictions on Facebook.com for all of your NFL banter. It is not a trash talk site, so keep it clean and keep it cordial. That's NFL Addictions on Facebook.com for all of your NFL banter. And if you still got an itch to scratch and you're looking to fill that man cave up, you want to go to Raz Addictions on Facebook.com and play their version of the raffle. They have raffles where you can pay $10 and win $100. That's winning 10 times your money, folks. They have all kinds of cool prizes there. You can win tailgating kits. You can win team authenticated memorabilia. You can win team grilling sets. You can win, you know what? There's so much stuff, I can't even name it all. Tell them what you've won, Dave.
I've won a bunch of Lombardi memorabilia, stuff from Nitschke, Taylor, Horning, Kramer. I mean, the list goes on. I've got Devontae Adams, Donald Driver, Aaron Rodgers. I've got the replica rings. I've got beer mugs. I've got tailgating sets. I've got a football signed by Devontae Adams. I've got postmarked picture frame sets. Man, it's just, I've got stuff for days I can go on with. It's definitely, and it's cheap to play there, and you get quality product at the end of it.
That's Raz Addictions on Facebook.com. Go there, play, and win. Their version of the raffle, Raz Addictions on Facebook.com. We appreciate all you people out there and all of our international listeners listening in the 8 different countries we are broadcasting live to you. A shout out to you folks out there. We appreciate your ears and support. Thank you very much. It's been fun, folks, and we will be back on Sunday morning at 9:30 with our buddy, the Fantasy Files pregame show, hosted by Dylan Busby and produced by yours truly. And you know what, Dave, he always jumps in and out whenever he feels like it. But that's Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, the Fantasy Files pregame show with Dylan Busby. Don't miss it. Anything else, Dave?
No, I think that covers it. I think we're also, too, folks, don't be surprised if we jump on for an emergency podcast show because Jalen Ramsey is going to get traded. I have a feeling. We don't know who, but I feel like we might need to put out a little bit of a reaction show. Maybe we can grab Ryan Molstead. Maybe we can grab a Monty to come on. Who knows? Maybe we can get a new guest. Who knows? But just keep an ear out.
Never know what might happen on First and Goal podcast. We're a crazy bunch. Have a great night, folks, and tune in on Sunday morning and right after the Packers game for the 365 post-game show with Ryan Molstead, me, and Dave.
Have a good night, folks. Go Pack, go.
Go.